Hello, healers and health seekers. It's me, Ichota. I am healing on the medical medium journey, been on it for about 19 months, and healing multiple chronic illnesses. And today is What's Up Wednesday! And I'm here to talk about. So, What's Up Wednesday is when I talk about what's going on in my journey, what's up with me lately, and that's what I'm here to do. And today, I'm going to talk about asparagus because Costco, one of the stores we shop in, has organic asparagus, and we've been buying it, but it sometimes it'll come and then it'll just disappear again. And I got afraid it was going to disappear, so I just bought a box, like an entire case of asparagus. And you might be thinking, the heck is this woman going to do with an entire case of asparagus? And I will tell you, my lovelies, I will tell you. I am juicing it. Also, I'm eating it. I mean, like, I eat it, I juice it. It's good. And so I make an asparagus juice. So because I have a case, that is extra incentive for me to juice it every day so that I eat it, consume it before it goes bad. In addition to like having it cooked for dinner or raw in salads, like the last raw pad thai I make, which I'm trying to get a video recipe together for. The last time I made that, I added a bunch of chopped raw asparagus because delicious. It's so good. You can always just add whatever veggies you have on hand to anything that you make because it's delicious. You don't have to make anything the same way twice. I almost never do. I'm terrible about that. I write a recipe so that I can share it, but I change it every time. So that's just how I cook. So or prepare food, I should say, because pad thai is raw. The raw pad thai is raw. That's the trick. So I bought this case of asparagus, and today is my second day of juicing it. And as you can see, can you see my cheekies? I mean, they're always red, right? But sometimes they're different kinds of red. Like this time, they have lots of little dots. And that's because my liver is flushing out some more toxins, I think. So, the reason my cheeks are always red is because I am always reacting to the carpet in my house. It's not my house, it's an apartment that we rent. And ever since we had to close the windows, my cheeks have just gone crazy. And then I've got stuff going on down here, and it's just my skin is a mess all the time. And so, I can't wait for literally any day that's above like 40 degrees so that I can just open up the windows as much as possible. But I'm going to be very excited when the weather consistently stays above 40 degrees so I can just have all the windows open all the time because I need to air this house out so I can breathe. I have the IQ air filter, you see that, and that does help me. I cannot imagine how bad it would be if I did not have that filter. I also have a humidifier, and when I remember to, I diffuse. I have a diffuser, and I diffuse essential oils, not while I'm in the room because my nervous system's still too sensitive for that. So I always just alternate essential oils in each room for like an hour, and it's always whatever room we're not in. So if I'm doing it in the big main area, it's at night after we go to bed. That is what I do to try to keep my air safe and breathable. But it just doesn't, I'm going to just keep reacting as long as we are in this house, I think. So when our lease is up, we'll probably be looking for a different situation. But anyway, Costco has asparagus, and I bought a case, and I've been juicing it. So I make this great asparagus juice. I take like a pound of asparagus, a whole bunch, and I juice that with a whole cucumber, 2 apples, and half of a lemon, including the peel, because the lemon gives it a nice, it just cuts any kind of bitter that there might be, and it just gives it a nice flavor. I love it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and sometimes I add ginger. Today I didn't, yesterday I did. I like to mix it up. It's really good, actually. Today that made about 24 ounces. It was a really good juice. So today my morning ritual was my 32 ounces of lemon water, followed by a half hour later, my 16 ounces of celery juice, followed by a half hour later, my asparagus, lemon, apple, cucumber juice. Delicious. I really like it actually. And I was thinking, because I do have a whole case of asparagus, that I might actually even juice it this afternoon. We'll see what happens. Because I really am trying to add, I want to add, trying to modify my evening routine so that I don't just languish in front of my computer until I literally am going to bed, and actually shut it down around 9 so that I can juice celery juice before I go to bed. So I'm trying to just kind of do that where get up more at night, because a lot of times I just get tired and then I rest and kind of sit in front of the computer and do whatever. And then I realize, oh, it's bedtime, and then I just get up, take my last supplements, and go to bed. But I want to be more intentional about it and more mindful before I go to bed. Get up, make my last celery juice, then take my supplements, then go to bed, or something like that. Oh, I was going to read to you from this wonderful, freaking fantastic book, Medical Medium Life-Changing Foods, about asparagus. This is why asparagus is so amazing. So I'm going to read to you about asparagus. And from this wonderful book, Life-Changing Foods, if you don't have it, get it, and just get it. Because here's the difference between this and the first book. I know I talk about the first book all the time, which, yes, absolutely, really once you start reading these books, and if they resonate with you, you're just going to get every book Anthony writes, just like the rest of us do, because they all are so packed with information. And this one happens to be packed with a level of information about each food that is just it takes it to the next level. And then you really understand why would I want to eat a bunch of asparagus a day? Why would I want to eat 3 apples a day? That's a lot, right? But there's reasons, right? Asparagus, and I'm going to tell you why with asparagus. For apples, you'll either have to just keep watching my videos until I finally make one about apples, or get the book. It's easier, right? Okay. See, I make myself laugh. It feels good. All right. Asparagus contains phytochemical compounds such as chlorophyll and lutein, Lutein, I hope I'm saying that right, that act as critical organ cleansers. They cleanse the organs. They get deep into organs such as the liver, spleen, pancreas, and kidneys, scrubbing out the toxins they find there. Chlorophyll, bonded to amino acids such as glutamine, threonine, and serine, provides an avenue for heavy metal detox. Don't ever get down on somebody for mispronouncing words, because it means they read, right? You know that if they're mispronouncing a word, it's because they've only ever read it before. What's more, some of the phytochemicals found in asparagus are toxin inhibitors, a fact as yet unknown to science. This means that once toxins such as DDT, pesticides, and heavy metals have been driven out of the organs, these specialized phytochemicals stay behind and repel new toxins from taking up residence there. This toxin inhibition makes asparagus an amazing tool for battling virtually every variety of cancer. Pew, pew, cancer! When we're under immense stress, we tend to lose B vitamins very rapidly. Asparagus, which is high in the very easily absorbable B vitamins, helps us reestablish our proper levels of these key nutrients. Also high in silica and trace minerals such as iron, zinc, molybdenum, chromium, phosphorus, magnesium, and selenium. Asparagus is one of the most adrenal supporting foods, in existence, and excellent for bringing you back to life when your adrenal glands have been pushed to the max. And we can't talk about asparagus without mentioning how valuable it is at alkalizing the body by flushing out unproductive acids. We live in a very acidic environment, and if we want to remain free from disease, we must constantly work to keep ourselves alkaline with help from trusted friends like asparagus. Conditions. If you have any of the following conditions, try bringing asparagus into your life: MS, sepsis, Parkinson's, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, bladder cancer, breast cancer, bone cancer, transient ischemic attack, TIA, gout, kidney stones, lung cancer, liver cancer, migraines, vertigo, Meniere's disease, neuropathy, diabetes, hypoglycemia, adrenal fatigue, shingles, Lyme disease, anxiety, Epstein-Barr virus, of course, osteomyelitis, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, thyroid cancer, low reproductive system battery, infertility, sleep apnea, PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, acne, bursitis, celiac disease, connective tissue damage, PCOS, heavy metal toxicities, herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2, hiatal hernia, fibroids, anemia. Woo! That's a lot of conditions that asparagus helps heal. Symptoms. If you have any of the following symptoms, try bringing asparagus into your life: twitches, spasm, tingles, numbness, ringing or buzzing in the ears, slurred speech, body odor, fatigue, hypothyroid, hyperthyroid, pins and needles, neuralgia, weight gain, weight loss, PMS, lack of motivation, listlessness, loss of libido, urinary urgency, loss of energy, abdominal pain, menopause symptoms, back pain, joint pain, neck pain, rib pain, adhesions, abdominal distension, canker sores, chronic loose stools, constipation, enlarged spleen, ovarian cysts, leg cramps, muscle spasms, muscle stiffness, or inflammation. Woo! That is a lot, right? That asparagus helps with all of that. Now, here's the great, interesting, super neat thing also about vegetables and fruits, which I never knew. Did you? They also provide emotional support and they have spiritual lessons to teach us. Check this out. I gotta read you this part because it's such an interesting and awesome thing to learn. Emotional support. Asparagus is a very helpful food if you struggle with shyness, self-consciousness, concern over what others think of you, fear of breaking out of your shell and exposing yourself, or dread of venturing out in public. If you truly need help in these areas, as opposed to if you're just a natural introvert who's comfortable with who you are despite others' misguided opinions that you should act more like an extrovert, asparagus will come to your aid and give you the confidence to rise up and claim your place in the world. Isn't that awesome? That's the emotional support that asparagus provides. It also has a spiritual lesson for us. When we harvest asparagus, it's really just a sprout on its way to becoming a much larger plant. If we were to let asparagus fern out and go to seed, though, it would become woody and inedible. Over time, humans have learned to recognize when a spear of asparagus is at its peak for consumption. It's a lesson that transfers to our own lives. Sometimes people push circumstances too far, aiming for more and more growth, trying to see something through to the bitter end. We don't always have to let a full cycle play out. We can learn to recognize when a project, meeting, or conversation has reached its best moment and to gracefully end it at that point, harnessing the power of that peak time for the best ultimate outcome. How cool is this book? How awesome is it that foods have spiritual lessons to teach us? What? Did you know that? I did not know that before I read this book. Now, I have had this book since it came out. I pre-ordered it before it came out because no way I was not going to have life-changing foods. I swear, no, this sounds like a big advertisement for Anthony's book. I guess it is, but not paid. It's just because that's how much I love it. It's an amazing book. I refer to it constantly all the time. There's a bunch of recipes in it. There's a bunch of amazing information in it. And every single food that's in that book, and it's over 50 something foods, I think, or more. Each one is like that. Each one has the food itself, and then like the conditions, the symptoms, the spiritual lesson, and the emotional support it provides, and then a recipe. It's worth getting this book. It's such an amazing book. So that is why I am drinking asparagus because it's such a great liver support. It's such a great adrenal support. And it is something that my particular body very much needs and wants. And so I'm going to drink a case of asparagus. And also in other things I have seen or heard Anthony say, I believe that he has said that like for the best healing benefit from asparagus, you want to have a bunch of it like every day for a month. So that is my plan. I hope Costco keeps having asparagus because I feel like this case isn't going to last a month because that's a long time for asparagus to stay fresh. I'm probably going to just juice the heck out of this case that I have, and then hopefully Costco will just keep carrying it. Maybe I can ask the angels to have Costco please keep carrying asparagus. I mean, they can get it when they can get it, right? Because it's like what's in season where. And I believe this asparagus is probably from Mexico, which is great. Like that you can get food year round, you know, from different places where they're in season. So that's my little video about my juicing an asparagus experiment. And I'll keep you updated. So if my face just starts looking worse and worse and I just look crazy, I'll still make videos because I can't like go for a whole month without doing something, right? So just bear with me, and I'm sorry if you got to look at all this. It's terrible. No, it's great because my liver's clearing out, and that's great. And a lot of times when you do like extra juicing and raw food and stuff like that, it just starts clearing you out. And so for me, my face is like the mirror of whatever's going on with my liver. I mean, everyone's is, but it shows on my face before like anything else. Probably because I'll pay attention. My body knows. It's like, oh, I know Choda's going to pay attention if it's on her face. And I'm like, I hear you. I'm working on liver support. I'm trying to support the lymph and liver. Come on. I'm doing a little more detoxing. I'm trying to do more raw lately too. And yeah, I want to get those juices in. And that's my deal. Thank you for watching this video. Especially if you watched all the way to the end. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. If you like this video, please, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And I would love to hear from you, your comments. What's your food that you're super into right now that you're like juicing the heck out of or eating the heck out of? What do you like? And how's that working for you? Like what's going on with it? I would love to know. If you have questions, comments, anything, I love to hear from you. Please leave me comments. It makes me so happy. I love you. Stay curious. I wish you the most blessings for your best health, and you can heal. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye, my lovies. Bye-bye, my friends, my healers, my health seekers, my healing warriors. Bye-bye. I love you.